Well, well. Guess I won't be starting from scratch after all. It appears Ricky still has some fans, and here at Disma, loyalty is to be rewarded. That's why you were the first selected to sample pixie dust in the first place, of course. As self-described superfans, we figured you wouldn't mind us slipping it into your food. It should be kicking in by now, just in case any of you are noticing anything odd. No worries. A little less mental flexibility is a small price to pay, in my opinion. Besides, you all already loved Ricky anyway, right? In the end, what are a few brain cells in exchange for immortality? That's what I've given you. You will never grow old, and despite the inevitable attempts to prove otherwise, you'll never truly die either. Welcome to the eternal Disma family. Oh, don't be like that. We're going to grow our new family together. At Ricky's little social, for example, they'll all drink the pixie dust. If they don't, well, that's what I have you lovely individuals for. Let's get started. Director Kolar, handle the rest.
Hey there, zombies! If you're sitting in this room, then you volunteered to be a starter. So first, let me take a second to say thank you so much for volunteering. And I hope you enjoyed the little gift bag we put together for you. It's the least we could do. So this mission has a lot of moving parts to it. Usually I give zombies all of the information, but it's just a lot. And you don't really need to know half of it. So I'm just going to give you an overview of what the humans are going to be doing, and then I'll give you full details about things that will help you get kills. So this is going to be a 4-part mission overall. In part 1, all the human groups are going to be given a tour around campus where they are not safe. In part 2, each human group will be given a specific mission it needs to perform. Once they have completed this objective, they will move to part 3, waiting for the social. They'll be waiting on College Green. They'll be in a safe zone, and the moderators will have fun icebreakers and games for them to play, but at some point they'll start playing Simon Says, which will result in humans getting kicked out of the safe zone. So if you want to send someone to go harass them, that might be a good idea. Now, as far as part 2, those specific missions goes, they're not all going to be happening at the same time. Basically, the human groups are going to be wandering around campus getting these tours until it's their turn to go do their specific mission. And you're going to know exactly where those groups are so you can meet with them when they have their mission, kill as many as you can, and then move on to the next group. So apologies in advance, you're going to be moving around a lot. So like I said, part 3, they wait for the social, they play the icebreakers, they get kicked out of the safe zone, we all have a good time. Part 4 is the social itself. They will have a special objective for part 4, which they are being told about, kind of. What we told them is that we're not briefing them on what the specific mission is until they get to the location. So we've told them we're going to blow the whistle at some point when they're at the social location so that we can brief them. And, to remember that as soon as we blow the whistle again, play will resume. So here's what's actually going to happen. The social is going to be in the convo, which for anyone who's familiar with that, it's the big round building, and underneath it there's a giant parking garage. It's pretty open with a bunch of pillars in it, but sound bounces around like nobody's business in there. So everyone's going to come in playing, humans versus zombies against each other, and then we're going to blow the whistle, and we're going to have everyone come in, and at this point, it is your goal to intersperse yourself between the humans. We want everyone packed in nice together and near us, and we're going to pause the game and say, okay, so we're going to give you that next part of the briefing down. Ricky has a supply drop for you up at front. Now, the supply drop has free blasters in it that were donated by Zuru, which we will also be telling the humans at that point. So it's very exciting. Basically anyone who gets up to the front area, there's going to be a safe zone around the blasters, just because we don't want people crashing into them and breaking stuff, but anyone who grabs a blaster gets to keep it. So we tell all this to the humans, and then we say, oh, and there's one final thing. And then, without any warning, we blow the whistle. And at that point, mass chaos is intended to ensue, because you will have mixed yourself in amongst the humans and can just kind of start tagging as many people as humanly possible. We're essentially trying to recreate a cornucopia from Hunger Games sort of vibe. And you guys are totally welcome to go for the blasters, but, also get kills. So that's the mission in general. Now, to help you out, we also have a special called the Coordinator. And for any of you familiar with a race, that's exactly what this is. It's just themed. So a coordinator can move at any speed they want, walk, run, whatever, and they tag humans, but they don't kill them when they tag them. They just hold them in place for 10 seconds, and during this time the human can't defend themselves. So essentially they just pluck out someone for you to get an easy kill on, so watch for the coordinators. They'll have a yellow bandana on their head, but they're also going to be wearing a necktie. And they'll be specifically targeting humans who are on their phone, who aren't smiling, who don't have their uniform in order, which is like up to the moderator to determine what that means. All their magazines have to be facing upwards, so if it's the opposite direction. And at any time, a coordinator can ask the humans to recite that cheer that you heard earlier, and if they don't get it right, or if they aren't peppy enough, if they stumble through it, anything like that, they'll wraith them. So if you happen to spot a human who is doing any one of these things, it is probably within your best interest to go call their manager over. Because how dare they not give you the excellent Disma Park experience that you paid for? So like I said earlier, humans for this mission are going to be like all over the place until they're called for their specific mission. So here's the map. So this is Mission 0, Intern Training. So in red, you have all the no-play zones, which for tonight are going to be, the usual ones. Athens, parking garage, the police station, and the golf course. All the circles with yellow highlighting in them are where the humans are going to be heading for their specific missions when they're called. The blue building is the briefing building, and the S area isn't actually the social, it's just where we're holding everyone until the social happens, and then we're going to walk them over to the convo, which is point B. So we're going to leave this up for a couple of seconds to let you take pictures or whatever else you want to do. But that's basically it for this mission. Now please direct any questions you have to the moderator in the room. Hope to see you out there, and good luck!